Welcome back to another episode of Monetize the Markets. In today's episode, I want to tell you the top strategies to double your income this year. I'm on a mission to teach coaches and entrepreneurs how to make more, work less, hire their funnel, and let the funnel do the work. If you're ready, join me on Monetize the Markets podcast. All right. So the top strategies to double your income this year. I want this to be the most simple episode because I want you to have an actionable step you can take. Now, most people, let me say this, what hurts most people's income is complexity. If it's too complex where you have to read it in order to implement it, chances are you've got way too many moving pieces. If you've got way too many employees where you can't think of the workflow, you can't think of how, if I were to ask you this question, answer this for me. If a person was ready to pay you not what you're currently charging, but the ultimate amount of money that you would want, like let's say whatever your price is now, everybody's saying that yesterday's price is not today's price, right? So if you were to get someone to pay you the amount that you ultimately want, and I ask you, walk me through that process from a person discovering you all the way to a person paying you. If you cannot clearly walk me through that process, it sounds like you got way too much complexity in your business model. So what I've learned over the years, just from working with so many clients, is that their process is too complex because they're grabbing from every new webinar, every new ad, every new training video without them figuring out what works for your business. It's okay to be inspired by some people, but you got to figure out for you what is the thing that you want that makes things simple. So let me talk about some things you should be thinking about in this new year that is going to massively explode your business. Here's what I would ask you to try. I would ask you to get rid of all of these offers. Instead of giving someone this Walmart assembly line of, what do you have? You sound like that. Remember, beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, you name it, right? It's that where your offers in your business sounds like that. I got ebooks, just a long list of things. Simplify it all. I would say, what if you just did this for a little while? You just try this for the first 90 days of the year. If you just simplified it all and pointed all your marketing to one primary offer, like specifically, this is the one offer. You made sure that you had one traffic source, whether that's ads, whether that is influencer marketing, whatever the case may be. That one traffic source is driving everything. Next thing I would make sure you do is on the back end of that, let's say something you do consistently so you can vet people out. Like you got social media content popping, but most people don't realize that a person, let's say, only watch a 30-second or 1 minute. Webinars, write this down, should be a major part of your top of the year strategy because it allows you to now grab all those people that have opted into your list, all those people that's been watching you from afar on social media. This is show and prove. It's like inviting them to an event. It's like network marketing when they invite you and say, yeah, I got some friends, we're just going to have dinner, and then you realize they're trying to get you to sign up, right? But ultimately, webinars gives you the opportunity to get buy-in, to teach people about you, what you offer. You can expand the attention span of people where you only got 30 seconds to a minute on social media, but in a webinar or online workshop is what I like to call it. You literally get to dig into the thing that you ultimately will sell them on and then give them an opportunity. So I believe what's going to explode your income this year, number one, I think everybody should be doing an online workshop. Now, before you ask the question, should I automate it? I think you don't automate it until you perfect it. So you want to have the perfect webinar. That one, you need a Michael Jordan flu game. Like you was at the height of what you did. So I would suggest for at least every single week, I'll give it 4 to 6 weeks of you doing them live, and then pick the one that's the best before you automate it. Now you're gonna solve multiple problems that's gonna explode your business. You're gonna generate new leads that are gonna opt in for your webinar. If you have a front-end offer, what is that? After they opt into your webinar, you can then sell them on an ebook or a mini course. So you're generating revenue. From that, you're perfecting your ability to explain your offer. So if you get invited on a podcast, you get invited to speak on stage, you're just going to take whatever you did in your online workshop. Now, everybody's not going to buy. If 100 people there, they didn't buy, but guess what happened? They trust you more. They learn more from you. So when they are ready, you're top of mind. So this should be a critical part because it's developing you and it's helping them at the same time. So this is a twofold strategy that gets you clearer on your message, your process, and generate sales for you. So let's just do some simple math. So workshops, online workshops, webinars should be a major part of your strategy. Number two, I think that most entrepreneurs don't invest enough back into the business. I would suggest for any of you that are listening to this podcast, you should definitely be thinking about a virtual assistant. Like that's top of the list. You should be firing yourself every quarter, fire yourself from some task in your business. So let's back up. Number one should be the online workshop piece. Number two, look out over your business, moving from entrepreneur, from coach into CEO. I want you to start thinking about this. Every single quarter, fire yourself from something in your business, something that you're currently doing. Here's what I told one of my virtual assistants. I said, I'm the most expensive person in our business. Like, I'm the most expensive. I feel like I have the highest skill set. I know the most about the business. I know the offer. I'm the coach. I'm the talent. I'm the content creator. I'm the most expensive person. So I have to fire myself from emails because that's the least expensive task. I can find somebody for $5, $3, $8 to do that. I'm worth way more than that. When it comes to certain low-level tasks in your business, it's not that you're saying that it's not important, but you realize that if it could be done by an automation or by a person, you want to save yourself for your best and highest use so you can now, at an optimal level, focus on how do you drive revenue. See how this is the thing that hurts revenue in businesses. So let's online workshop. Let's look at those numbers. Let's make sure that we're quarterly firing ourselves. Now, here's that third piece. I want you to double down on your content creation. Content creation, here's why. I think most entrepreneurs are focusing so much on just the sale, that they're not building up a body of work that people can hear this. Access your thoughts without purchasing a course. Now, somebody say, Marcus, that's not an oxymoron. No. Most of the people that you love and buy from, they indoctrinated you with their message. They serve you. Like, go think about rappers like Mixtape Weezy. Like, listen, I fell in love with Lil Wayne when Mixtape Weezy hit me with them squad ups, them dedications. It was then that this putting out this body of work that improved the skill set of the artist, but then gave the audience something they can buy into. So I want you to double down on content creation that allows you now for people to get so indoctrinated with what you believe. Everybody knows I believe don't charge less than $1,000 for a course. That's an indoctrination thought. Everyone knows that I don't believe in upsells. I believe in selling one thing in different ways, much like the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, C-Class, E-Class, S-Class. One thing, Mercedes-Benz at 3 different levels. I believe businesses should have that and let people buy as much as they can afford, right? So these are core values of mine. So I would say to you in today's episode, I wanted to be short, sweet, and to the point. I want you to map out something for me. And in the next episode, I'm going to really dig deeper into how do you form that online workshop to make sure it's perfect, right? The perfect workshop, the perfect content, the perfect offer, the perfect funnel. What does that look like? But here are a few things that I believe that would drastically grow your income this year. Consistently lock in that online workshop that's going to generate leads that allows you to now market to them. I want you to fire yourself quarterly. Every quarter, look at something in your business you can stop doing and hire someone to do with the revenue. Third, I want you to beef up your content creation. Put so much out there that you're top of mind that you should have some, resources and an educational platform on everything. Because in the information age of Google, they can find it on the internet, but who they find it from, they know, like, and trust. And your content will serve as a lead magnet, as a marketing tool that makes sales easy. This has been another episode of Monetize with Marcus podcast. I will see you in the next episode.